Especially this team, it's got a lot of speed.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. Kicker Harrison Butker ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Yeah, it might be, buddy. I didn't think about that. I'm okay with it. You always have my number, so.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
The first carry now.
Ooh,
this is Alvin Kamara. And they see right through
that was not good run blocking.
As he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd. Gone.
Oh, come on, man.
Incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to get effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
I hope your punter's not nearly as good as it was. Freaking, the Bucks. He was too freaking good.
Take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
There we go. Blue 45. Blue.
From the gun, it's Mahomes trying to lay one.
Oh, I got that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off
Come
at
on,
the
get up.
40.
Get up.
Oh, nice move at midfield. And some room to roam now.
Give me a block. Give me a block. Give me a block. Come on, come on.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Goff.
Get it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score.
Give me that dance.
And the Saints have taken the early lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Pretty move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run with a back.
There you
this
go.
Is Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Fielded just inside the 20. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action here on first down.
Ooh.
And he rifles one
What was
incomplete.
that?
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer
Ooh.
on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
That was not good. That's not good at all.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Here we go. Hey. You got three.
On the counter, here's Kamara.
Golly, man.
Finding a lane, he barely had time to look up
Just
before
shut
he was
down my
planted
run.
in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. A shotgun snap for gone.
Oh my God! What is with him
Deep
tonight?
ball.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third
there was
and
no
long,
one
so throwing the
around.
football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they
that's
don't get it,
frustrating.
and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Green 90.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, come on.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes going to throw, and it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Quarterbacks are off tonight, man.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job on the return there.
Just want to point that out to anybody who watches this.
Will switch hands
I could have spun moved, but I spun moved last time, so I didn't want to do it 2 punts back to back. So I just didn't do it. Like, again, it just goes back to doing the same things over and over.
And punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And he'll be brought down to about the 42. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Dang it.
Here we go.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first down.
Oh, good play.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's tough.
Here's Goff now on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
4 down.
From the gun, here's Goff. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's knocked away.
Thought I had him burned.
Incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Austin's got it left side.
Dang it, man.
23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. off looking right. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Frustrating for a defense, tackle, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw.
Good play.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Come on, why is golf so off?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone.
Through 2 blockers. Come on, man.
And it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Good play. It's tough.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Can't do nothing about a 4-man rush that gets to you. Golly.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Classic maniac, just great defense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Austin. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go now. Green.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
Now Mahomes. He'll let it fly for Austin.
Pick it off. Come on, man.
It away, and it falls down incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Expecting to cover 1.
On 2nd down now, Scott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Goff. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a first down carry.
Golly, man.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Can't block
No
these
gain on the
defensive
play there.
tackles.
2nd down.
Can't figure this out.
We got 4 down, 4 down.
I don't think that's a defense.
To throw on second down is gone. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh, good play.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10,
Ooh,
here's Mahomes.
Yep. Good play.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's
He burnt my
after a
linebacker
very nice
right off the
gain.
line.
23 yards on the play.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Green 90. Green 90.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Oh, get it, play.
Into heavy traffic, and
Don't
it's
run into each
intercepted.
other.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Gone.
That didn't work.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Alright, thanks, Maniac. Nature called. This Chiefs team with a top pick would be pretty scary because it's got speed, it's got the quarterback, it's got the running back, a few defensive pieces, a few offensive line pieces. He'd be set.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On second down, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
That's a bad throw.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Green 39.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 90.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out.
Oh, great catch.
Inside the 25.
Oh, man, that's a great catch. One way or the other.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the pass,
man.
but you have to know when the ball is gone.
Good.
And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Not good for my team.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ready. Green.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, man, come
No gain
on.
on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ace. Ace. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Slow. There we go. Green 90.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
3 down. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Oof.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team.
Come
their
on.
drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Golly. What's with the injuries?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Listen. DC. What? 180.
Now Goff on 1st down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there.
Oh, come on, man.
Second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. First carry for the former Tar Heel Elijah Hood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here.
I wanted to follow him, but I backed off because he was out of my zone.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run here with Hood. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Mahomes.
Oh, make the
On the
play.
right side, this is Austin
Come
with
on,
a catch.
Anzalone.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use
It's
him
frustrating.
because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for
Never
them to
easy
touchdown their last
versus my
go-around,
buddy,
obviously
man.
they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you
Never
start plotting
easy.
for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all
Golly, man.
afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Nothing.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Thought I'd be able to run on this team. Not
A loss of a
the
yard
case.
there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Alert! Alert! 3 down. 3 down.
Again, it's Kamara. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Here we go. Here we go. Tight, tight. Watch that.
Now Scott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back
Why
at the
can't I
42.
get any running game going
That's
here?
going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this with a ball comes free,
my
it's often
God.
unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Goff now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And an alley to run. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run it again with Kamara. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On the tackle, it was a West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Oh, no. No. Dang, I was trying to back out of that formation.
The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Down man right side, it's Sharp. And he's brought down after a very nice
he missed the
game.
play there.
A good pickup there of 22.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on first down.
Oh, come on, guys.
Jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Into a traffic of people.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point going after? Right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Good game, buddy.
And I
Great
do believe we
defense
saw
again.
Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We
Like
did indeed.
always.
I think we're down to none. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New Orleans, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's another week, another loss, as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Oof. Ah, that hurts. God, that hurts. Let me look at this before I show my stats. Oh, here. I'm just going to show my stats. What? No, why would that be on? It doesn't make any sense why that would just turn itself on. That's why we check them.